turn the page quick and find our own or our evolved identity. And it's going to be quick. We don't have much time or room to do experiments or to do stuff. We got to have a clear mind on what we're going to do, how we're going to do, and start with me. So it's simple.
What do you see as that evolved identity, and how does grit and grind still fit?
It starts tomorrow on training camp and practicing and seeing what do we have in the players and see how they match with each other, who does what and how well he can do it, and and what everybody brings to the table.
Physically, how's your body feeling?
Really good, really good. I had a little mild ankle sprain on the third and fourth place game for the bronze medal. A freak accident, actually. A guy dove for a ball and landed on my leg and kind of a sprained my left ankle. But it's fine. We monitor it.
We panicking and holding our breath for about a day and a half.
Trust me. For 15-20 minutes, I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to play on the third quarter, but thankfully, I was able to, and it worked out great. It was definitely worth it.
Marc, are you happy here still?
For sure, obviously, I'm very fortunate to do what I do and represent the city that I love. That I've been here now for 10 years in this team, and it's in my 13th year in Memphis. I have a kid born in Poplar, so I'm really happy.
No, there's just a lot of talk because the team is changing its dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
The run might be over, and might the end of the year necessitate moving one of the big pieces like you or Mike.
But that's if that's their plan, we can't control that. I can control what my situation is and my commitment, and that is probably an all-time high. I think I feel responsible even more without Zach and Tony of the outcome of the team, and I prepare myself during the off season for this challenge. So I'm really excited. Obviously, to me it's a year that's going to determine a lot of things for myself, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get it going.
Are you looking forward to battling with Zach up for some rebounds this year?
The what?
Looking forward to battling with Zebo for some rebounds.
Of course, he knows what the deal is going to be. So he already knows. We talked about it. If one day we play against each other, he already knows what's going to happen. So I feel bad for him.
Coach Fizdale talked about when he came and saw you play, because he's going to take some sets from your Spanish team. How important is that for you to kind of have a coach build the offense around
I hope he doesn't, because I was a forward there and I didn't get to touch the ball much. So I think I hope he doesn't take many sets from our that team.
Marc, how do you expect the new players around and the new style of play to unlock? What aspects of your game will the new style and the new players unlock?
We'll see. I don't know. I really don't know what the style is going to be or the sets are going to be. It really is not about that. I think it's the mindset that we can have as a team, and me personally throughout the season, and not letting all the noise and things that happen affect me or my game, and just moving forward. Regardless of what people say within the team or outside the team, it doesn't really matter.
Marc, there was so much talk though about turning the page from grit and grind because this team has to get faster and more athletic. But can't the two coexist together? Because the mindset of this team is still going to be defensive, correct?
Correct, and you can't win without that. Even if you look at teams like Golden State, for example, and you see as a team that has a lot of obviously firepower, their defense is really outstanding. And how they all move together at the same time, how they all shift as a unit from one side to the other. They all connected. They all communicate. Okay, then they're going to give you 125 points too, but they really do play great defense.
Last year you came in with this 3-point shot that we haven't seen before. Did you add any?
I talked to the league about a 4-point shot, but they didn't.
The guy in the big three, that other league.
Yeah, might have to play that.
Physically, you look slimmer,
Yep.
a little more nimble. What have you been doing workout-wise?
We had a great plan and a great team around me throughout the whole summer, and they we were honest with each other. We had a lot of discipline and consistency and determined to be able to face the challenge that we are facing right now.
Was that you and your team, or who's the we?
Me and my team.
Your
I guess.
workout team?
Who's
your workout team?
Here, Eric Otter is probably one of the guys that helped me the most out of Memphis, obviously, because he covers a lot of bases for me.
You mentioned that
One of his interviews last year is that he forced leadership, he was just pushing that way too much. So what have you learned? Like you said, you have to be one of the leaders about what qualities to bring in that area.
I'm always going to lead by example. That's never going to change. But I think the not allowing, nonsense to affect me, because I feel sometimes that doesn't help the team. And it affect me in a negative way. I think that cannot happen this year. I cannot allow that to affect me, and that's going to be my challenge.
What do you characterize as nonsense?
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that it is not meant for me to say. None of you guys. That's not the nonsense that I care about. Likely, I don't read or hear you that often.
Do you think you're in a place that you're as far away removed from the injury as you are that so-called mandated rest won't have to be a thing, or it's much less of that?
Anything that takes away from us, winning every game, and if they try to see me or rest me, they know how I'm going to take that, and how and I'm not going to really entertain that as long as I'm healthy.
It seems like Coach Fizdale's kind of on the same page with you on that he doesn't really want you to have to rest either. Did you guys talk about that when he saw you in Romania?
No.
I know
Mark,
you always talk about just being focused on the Grizzlies, but is it hard not to notice how the West has changed with the players?
I think that's exciting in a way. I think that, to me, that brings more challenge, more people to the party. I think it's more people can come to the arena to see all the teams, which that's great. We need all the support we can get, and I think this year more than ever, to be honest. I think this year is going to be a challenge for our fans to support us throughout the season, and because we're going to be a little different, and but it's going to be entertaining, that's for sure.
Do you have any new vegetables growing in your garden?
Any new? No. During the summer I do seasonal gardening, so I know what I'm supposed to plant every season.
Does that the fact that you grow your own vegetables, how does that play into your conditioning? And
it helps my mind more than my body. It helps my mind. It relaxes me. It makes me understand the process of things. It actually helped me. It's not like it's similar to meditating, because you're just thinking of other things. You're not thinking about nonsense, as we were saying, and it just and it tastes really good. Honestly, once you grow your own stuff and you get to try it, you go to the store. Doesn't matter what it is, and normally doesn't taste the same way.
What's your favorite?
Tomatoes.
You had said, I think,
And eggplants. Sorry.
I like eggplants.
I really like eggplants.
Okay.
You had said something to the effect of, if your vision for the future, Grizzlies' vision for the future, ever don't align, then there may be conversations that have to be had. Is there any reason to think that those visions don't align or won't align? Is there any?
I think for now, for what I know, and I have great communication with Robert and Joe, and obviously and Chris and Ed, it's pretty aligned, and I feel very comfortable. Obviously, I don't tell you guys everything that I tell them, because it's not the place to discuss. But once they ask me a question, I answer always about anything. Maybe it's about myself. I might be right, I might be wrong, but I always answer with my honest opinion. I don't think they normally don't listen to me, but that's.
Did they talk to you this summer as well about some of the things that were happening?
Sometimes after the fact, but yeah, they have a plan in place. They always don't tell you the whole plan, but they have a plan.
You have confidence in that plan?
Yeah, obviously. You have to.
There came a time, though, when your brother obviously decided it was best for the organization and this organization to part ways, and it actually turned out well for everybody. Can you imagine a time when that comes for you?
No, I don't process things that way. I don't put myself in positions like what could happen, if that ever happens. Like I don't. My brain doesn't function that way. I'm more of right now. What's going on? How can we get better? Am I the problem, or am I the solution?
Right.
So if you're not the solution, you're the problem.
Right.
So hopefully, they always see me as the solution and not the problem.
There could be an ownership change. I don't follow this whole
Yeah,
complicated
no,
ownership
obviously.
change. Do you feel like Robert's done a good job, and are you supportive of? Do you like the current array?
I think there's two sides. Probably from, the fan or the media here doesn't see Robert somebody that is very engaged, but he's always watching us. He's always, following the team.
Right.
Obviously, he has another business that he has to run, and he has to take care of that too. He has a lot of people that he trusts here working. I always tell him that I would like to see him more in games because I know how much he cares about the team and how much he follows it. But obviously, a lot of people don't see that,
Right.
and don't feel that, which is more important than see it.
How often do you guys talk?
Pretty often. I don't.
Is it more text
I
or
don't
taller?
know. It depends on the topic.
But you think he's been good fundamentally?
I mean, look around. He resigned me. Resigned Mike.
Right.
Obviously signed Chandler. Rebuild the the whole building inside out. He invested a lot of on the team, and he's not hesitant. I mean, if he wants something and he believes in something, he's going to try to get it. So obviously, it's different, and we can always complain about how we would like things to be done, but eventually it's his team, and he gets to run it.
Mark, can you talk a little bit about the leap that Mike made in the playoffs last year, and then how that carries over to this season, and then maybe even just in the context of you playing with him as long as you have?
Yeah, I mean, we set up kind of the season for that. Most of our adjustments were made for that to happen. Obviously, he answered the bell. He did great. Now we just got to win the playoff series, which is important at the end of the day. But Mike did great. I think he showed, I guess, the people that didn't know, because he didn't have to show me anything. I knew exactly what Mike is capable of.
None of that caught you by surprise when
None
he
of
was.
it. None of it. No. I think Mike is a great player. I knew that, and I said that many times before, and it didn't surprise me. I'm just happy for him because that gives you, in a way, a little peace inside. Like, finally, I guess the general public gets to see it.
When he's talked about it, how it was frustrating for him last year with the injury situation to play, as he put it, awful for really the first time in his life. How frustrating was it for you guys not to have that weapon you were counting on, and how optimistic are you about what might be possible for you guys if he is fully healthy?
We're going to see. I think for us it was more about, transmitting confidence to him during the games that he played. Try to, get him going. Give him easy buckets for me at the elbow when he, screamed for Mike or cut it or was open. I'd always try to get him confidence because I know it was important for him to see the ball go through the hoop a few times, because when you don't feel good as playing great, you want to do well. There's no player that I met that doesn't want to play well, and obviously he wasn't healthy 100%, and that didn't help at all. But we're going to see tomorrow. Tomorrow starts. I think we're going to see how everything unfolds and plays out, and what plays do we have, and what who is who and what is what. And
You've been in his situation